Capricorn, welcome back. This is your May 2022 reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. All right. If you're new, welcome. I am Simone, the Moon Goddess. Let's get into your reading. And please remember to book my services. You must go to the Moon Goddess, 3 S's, themoongoddess.com. And I also have a membership on there. So if you're interested in becoming a member of the Sacred Circle where you can get exclusive content, you can go check that out. So let's get into your reading, Capricorn. Spirit guides, what are the messages for Capricorn for May 2022? May all messages be for the highest good of all involved with harm to none. Let's go. What are the messages for Capricorn, Spirit guides? Can I have 3 cards for Capricorn, please? And they're like, no, you can't. You can have 5 though. Wow. All right. So your first card is the 9 of Wands. You have the Ace of Pentacles reverse. You have the 7 of Wands, the 7 of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles. All coming out together. 7, 7, 7. 7 of Wands, 7 of Swords. Page of Pentacles, 9 of Wands. All right, so not every opportunity is an opportunity that you need to grab at. All right? I don't like, there's something being offered that's not for your highest. You have to have strong boundaries here, Capricorn. You have the 5 of Wands. Look at that. Somebody pretending. Not every opportunity is an opportunity for you to grab at. You have the Fool. Ten of Pentacles. Love it. There's some opportunity that has presented itself or is going to present itself in May that is not for your highest. You have the 5 of Wands, the 10 of Pentacles, and the Fool as your supporting cards. What's going to happen is when you decline some kind of offering, there's something else that's going to replace it. That's times better, way better. That's actually for your highest. Now remember, this is Mercury retrograde, and the usual thing is don't sign any new contracts, don't start any new jobs, don't take up anything new, don't start any new projects, etc., etc., etc. Sometimes life happens though, and you have to go with it, but it means that you have to really pay attention to the fine print. Ask lots of questions, ask more questions than you think that you should ask. Ask people who've had the same experience or have connections to whatever it is that you are getting involved in, to get all kinds of get as much information as you can possibly get, and then get more on top of it, right? If that's what's going to happen in Mercury retrograde. If there's a potential for you to wait out before you sign anything new, start anything new, do so. But right now, there's something here that is not for your highest. I don't like it. You have to have strong boundaries. There's a lot of pretense here, but you protected, right? So you really have to take time before making a decision in May. But there's something new coming to replace it. Whatever you have to decline, there's something new coming in to replace it. What's the word of advice here for Capricorn? Justice, Temperance, and the 10 of Wands. You gotta be patient. You gotta take things slow. All right. This is not time to rush into anything, because it's like jumping from the frying pan into the fire, and we don't want that. Doesn't make any sense. We don't want that. We don't want that, Capricorn. wherever you are, wherever you have your eyes set, make sure, take the time to determine the best step, because again, you don't want to land yourself in more stress, heaviness, and burdens. So it takes going inwards before making decisions outwards. That's the beauty of retrogrades. Retrogrades slow you down so that you could see the traps, so you don't fall into the traps, so you can get the insights you need to protect you. So the signs I'm seeing here, there's Libra, there's Sagittarius, potentially Gemini, Virgo, potentially. And it's interesting, you got the Nine of Wands as the first card, right? So protection, having boundaries, standing your ground. And here you have the Ten of Wands, the heaviness and the burden. So don't doubt your intuition on something here. And another major card here at the bottom right now, the Sun, the truth. What else is happening here for Capricorn? What's the final message? Thank you. Another major card. So a lot of what's going on with you, Capricorn, is, wow, there's your card, Devil card, it came out reverse, and then the Strength card. What I was going to say is what's happening with you is there's a lot of spiritual, a lot of your story is connected to what's going on inside of you. It's like y'all can put in the work, be diligent, be strategic, be focused, be disciplined, all of that. But now I feel like you're being asked to look at what you're being disciplined and focused and diligent with. Is it something that brings joy to you? Is it something that uplifts you? Is there a way for you to take that same discipline and focus and diligence and apply it to something that does uplift you and fulfill you and you feel passionate about? There's a questioning here. It's like, again, retrograde time. It's time to question. And also, we just had the second part to an eclipse. We had the solar eclipse. We had the lunar eclipse the solar eclipse 2 weeks ago. We had the lunar eclipse a couple days ago. So all of this will bring up questions. All of this is going to bring truth that you cannot deny, you cannot look away from, you cannot dismiss. So for your card to be reversed, the Devil card to be reversed, is like really looking at the things that you feel bound by, that you feel obligated by. Is it really yours to carry? Is it really yours? Are you really bound and obligated to it? Or is that just the position that you've held, that you've taken up? It's this sense of nobody else will do it, so I might as well be the one. I have to be the one to carry the load, the burden. I have to be the one to make things work. I have to be the one to make things go efficiently. I have to be the one to take on this obligation, for lack of better words. I'm the one to hold up everything. Or is it really? Are you really? Or have you just taken on that role? It's almost like, oftentimes these things start in childhood, like we feel like there's a role that we've been assigned, and this role is what we carry on through life. But why do we feel that way? And sometimes that's connected to, well done, you've done a good job, or making somebody happy. So that feeling you then carry on in life. I get rewarded when I take on all of this for everybody else. and you subconsciously carrying it on in life. You don't even realize that that's what you're doing. So for me, it's like, it's time to really get honest and clear with what you need, what you love, what you feel passionate about, and not holding up everything for the world. Like, that's all well and good, but when it's at your expense, that's a problem. So what's toxic? What are your toxic connections? What are your toxic traits? What are you being shown? What's coming up from the past that you realize, hang on, I've been like putting all my energy and time into this and it's not paying me anything. I'm just exhausted all the time, or I'm stressed all the time. There must be something better, and there is. Don't turn your back. Don't feel, because you're so used to living or doing things in a particular way, that you miss out on the magic of life. You know, you think that the way how you've been doing things, or the things you've been connecting to, is all shiny and it's golden, but it's really not. It's just gold paint covering a turd. You know what I'm saying? For some people, it's like, yeah, it's time for you to balance things for yourself. It's time for you to take time for yourself. It's time for you to put all that energy into yourself. And there, you know, sometimes too, it's about surrendering. You don't have to try to control. You don't have to fix everything. You don't have to be the one to be responsible all the time. Let go of that burden. And I was saying, look, let go of the burden, and on the top is the 4 swords. Go rest, go lie down. Go do nothing. Go chill. Right? And then I saw the Judgment card. Resurrection. So all these major cards coming through this reading. Live for you. That's why I'm seeing here for you from me. It's a message for Capricorn. Thank you. Expect powerful change. New moon eclipse. Yes. So maybe all this kicked off for you at the beginning of May, because the new moon eclipse was on the 30th of April. Right? So as soon as May turned over, all of these feelings have been stirred up inside of you. It's time to balance. You got 2 cards of balance together. Justice and Temperance. 2 cards of balance. So it's either this or feeling like this. It's like your soul, your spirit is calling for you to balance, because your outer world is looking like this, and we don't want that for you. Bottom is work through your fears. New moon is Scorpio. And we just had a full moon in Scorpio eclipse, a lunar eclipse in Scorpio. A new start is coming. New moon. So you have new moon eclipse and new moon, and then a new moon at the bottom. And at the heart for Capricorn is a personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer, your sister sign. So there's that soft, mothering, gentle energy. Connect to your sister sign energy. Capricorn is the father, Cancer is the mother. Maybe it's time to connect to that softness. Maybe it's time for y'all to be nurtured that way. What's the message for Capricorn for May 2022? Spirit guides, the message for Capricorn. All right, remain positive is your card. Remain positive. We have look for a sign. So there was saying whatever is coming forward that might be a trap or a trip up, or it's just not going to serve you, it's just going to make you feel heavier. Look for the signs. When the thing that comes along that will support you, uplift you, and lead you in the path that you want to go in, look for a sign with that as well. Get more information. There we go. Look at that. Don't just jump into things. And I don't feel as if you do as a Capricorn, but right now, for sure, it's like definitely you got to get more information, more so than ever. And at the heart is listen to your intuition. So there's that that Cancerian energy. I feel like Capricorn is more about the logic and practicality of things. Cancer is ruled by the moon. So it's that intuitive energy, that spiritual, that softness, that going with the flow energy. All right. I just saw no need to worry as well. Let's get your final message and wrap up your reading. And the decide card for some reason tried to jump out of my hand. Yeah, a crossroads. And there we go. 2 cards flip over. Call on your joy guides, Capricorn, and meditate. 16 and 22. There we go. That soft energy, spiritual energy, flowing energy, connecting to your spiritual self. Meditate and call on your joy guides. It's time for y'all to like balance. Y'all work hard. Now it's time to play hard. Your joy guides, the spirit guides that bring the joy, that bring the frivolity into your life. Bring that giggly energy into your life. Call on them. Because y'all need it. This heaviness, no, we ain't playing that. Bottom is learn. So for me, that connects with get more information. You know, you're researching, you're reading between the lines, you're asking questions, all of that. Stay in your own skin. I feel like I said this to you. I could be wrong. Maybe it was another message, but I feel like I was saying, you know, maybe it was Pisces I said that to, but this really makes me think about how you guys take on so much to make sure that everything is flowing for everybody. People don't even really appreciate it the way how they should. I feel like this is an earth sign thing right through. Like without earth signs, so much would fall apart, and people don't even realize that because we're busy behind the scenes making things happen. We like Keebler elves. You know what I'm saying? But we can't, you can't, earth signs cannot keep trying to make everything happen for everyone. Sometimes we just gotta step back, stay in your own skin. Don't try to fix everything and be everything for everyone. And absorb other people's energy and other people's emotions. You could be compassionate and have empathy for others without being in somebody else's energy, without embodying their problems. At the heart is talk shop. So find like-minded people that can where you can discuss your passions, and you know, people who are on the same wavelength you're on, who have the same, y'all have things to share, you know. So maybe with this situation, whatever is being offered, it's like a plug in a socket, you know. It doesn't quite fit, but it might look good and shiny, and the money might be good, or the reward might appear to be so good, but there's something that will fit you perfectly, something where you can thrive, where you're understood, right? Where you and another person or you and an organization, y'all speak the same language, or a group of people or a team, whatever it is, or friends, y'all speak the same language. So there's no need for you to feel misunderstood. There's no need for you to be stressed because it's a plug in the socket and it just works, right? Capricorn, that is your main message. I hope that this message supports you. Drop the burden, go have some fun, go rest, go sleep, and enjoy it with no stress. Dash your calendars, dash your schedule just for a bit. Forget which day it is. Live in the moment. All right, until your until your next message, my loves. Be well. Bye bye.